Carson-Newman back at home to take on North Greenville here on the Eagle Sports Network. Ryan Wilkes taking through all the coverage this afternoon as Carson-Newman looks to break a 3-game skid taking on the North Greenville Trailblazers. Carson-Newman has won 9 straight against this North Greenville team. The last matchup in 2023 was a 12-4 win for Carson-Newman, powered by a 7-run fifth. Looking for similar results today after dropping 2 in Greenwood to USC Aiken and Lander. Carson-Newman looks for a bounce-back effort here today. It's Sierra Rogers in the circle for Carson-Newman, getting her 5th start of the 2025 season. The 2-2 record, 4.79 ERA, 19 innings pitched. Has dealt 1 complete game, struck out 23, and walked 13. Some defensive changes to talk about for Carson-Newman, as it will be the top hitter for this North Greenville squad, Emily Blackwell, to step in to lead off the game. Carson-Newman sends Hayden Dye to third base. Addie Saunders takes over at second. Macaulay Bailey moves behind the plate. So a couple of changes for Carson-Newman. Addie Saunders getting her first collegiate start for Carson-Newman in this midweek matchup. Emily Blackwell hitting a stellar .568. Big part of North Greenville's .366 team batting average. That's second in the conference. First pitch from Rogers is low and outside for ball 1. North Greenville comes in this contest 6-4. All some solid wins so far this year. The metrics favor North Greenville so far. Upper echelon in strength of schedule and is 6th in the RPI. It's the second pitch home from Rogers is dribbled left side. Dye scoops, throws to first. It's not in time to get the speedy Blackwell. It's a leadoff infield single for the North Greenville leadoff hitting Blackwell. A high chopper off the bat of Blackwell allows her to race down the first baseline and reach safely. Allie Harton will stand in from the left side. Carson-Newman in the orange pinstripe uniforms today. Second time Carson-Newman has worn those jerseys here at home. Did so against Concord in the opening weekend. First pitch to Harton is upstairs for ball 1. Macaulay Bailey behind the plate for the first time this season. It's been Kennedy Warder's job through the first 11 games. Gets the day off today, at least here in game 1, as the junior Bailey calls the signals behind the dish. Rogers toes the slab. Blackwell at first at the leadoff single. The 1-0. Harton squares the bunt, pops it up towards the circle. Rogers lays out and makes the Superman grab. Sierra Rogers charging in from the circle, makes the play right in front of home plate, and that's the first out. Huge play from Rogers. Took away the chance for Blackwell to advance to second on the bunt popped up in front of the dish. As Carly Green, who's the starting pitcher for North Greenville, steps in for the first time this afternoon. First pitch home from Rogers. A called strike, and the count 0-1. Eagles looking for a big bounce-back effort today. Has dropped the last 3 to Barton, USC Aiken, and Lander. And the Eagles' batting average has dropped significantly in those 3 contests at .430 early on. The average down to .358 as a team as Green pops this one foul. The count quickly 0-2. Partly cloudy afternoon here at the Vic, as Carson-Newman and North Greenville face off for the 23rd time. The Eagles lead the all-time series 19-3. It's been a series the Eagles have really handled, meeting North Greenville for the first time since that 2023 matchup. As Green awaits a 0-2 pitch from Rogers, she twirls and fires downstairs, ball 1, and the count of ball and 2 strikes. Green will enter the circle for North Greenville in the bottom half of the first. Carson-Newman, the last time it faced off with North Greenville, had 8 runs on 8 hits off the lefty. We'll see if Carson-Newman can replicate that success today as Blackwell stands on first. The 1-2 is grounded towards short. Martin backhand, throw across the diamond. Lucero has to come off the bag to keep it from getting away, and it's another infield single. Both hits here in the first have been infield singles as Blackwell races to second, and Green is aboard first. Still 1 away for the Carson-Newman defense, but a runner in scoring position for North Greenville with just 1 down. It's Maddie Stone, another lefty in this order. Stand in with 1 away. .394 batting average on the year so far for Stone, as she swings and misses on a pitch downstairs, and the count 0-1. About 43 degrees here at first pitch. Slight breeze moving out towards center field. Had a couple warm ball games against Lee a couple weeks back, but has since dropped back in the low 40s here in Jefferson City.
They're 0-1 home. Stone takes up high, and the count of ball and a strike. Eagles will round out the week here at home after these 2 games against North Greenville. Davis and Elkins comes to town for 1 game starting at 1 o'clock on Friday, and then a weekend trip to round out February to Columbus State and Shorter as a 1-1 home. Swing and a miss upstairs, strike 2. Rogers up 1-2 in the count with 1 down, looking for a big out number 2.
Batting fifth, right fielder number 9, Emily Dawson.
So that was strike 3. As Emily Dawson stands in. Pitch out, fouled back. Actually, it is still Stone in the box. The count's 1-2. As she fights off the 1-2 offering. Ball and 2 strikes to the catcher Stone with 1 away. Runners on first and second for North Greenville trying to get on the board first. As the next 1-2 home from Rogers is up and in, ball 2. And the 2 losses in Greenwood, it was slow starts that plagued Carson-Newman in both games. Carson-Newman fell behind 3-0, was able to tie the game twice against USC Aiken, but never grabbed the lead. A 2-run home run late pushed the Pacers in front. As here's a 2-2 from Rogers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Huge second out for Sierra Rogers and the Eagle defense. As the runners stay put on first and second. First strikeout for Rogers. And the second out here in the top of the first. A huge pitch to get the cut and the miss from Maddie Stone. As now Emily Dawson stands in with 2 down. First pitch is popped high behind the plate, now to play. And the count 0-1. So 2 infield singles put runners on first and second for North Greenville. But a big strikeout from Sierra Rogers. Gives the Eagle defense 2 down here in the top half of the first. Looking to get to the bottom half with no score. As Rogers twirls and fires a 0-1 pitch. It's in the turf. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. North Greenville so far this year has faced a couple South Atlantic Conference opponents, a couple common opponents in the schedule. With a sweep over one of the top preseason teams in the SAC in Anderson, at Anderson. Good doubleheader sweep for North Greenville. So 1-1. Clips the bottom of the zone. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Rogers looking for a scoreless top half of the first to get the Eagle offense to the plate. She gets a call from Holly Tucker-Vance in the Eagle dugout. Toes the slab and fires home the 1-2. Dawson washes it high. Ball 2. Not a bad 2-strike pitch at the hand of Rogers, maybe just a little high to tempt Dawson to offer at as the count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Green is on first, Blackwell on second, both reached on infield singles. Blackwell to third and Green to short. The 2-2, check swing foul ball off the bat of Dawson, and she stays alive. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Green stands on first. Blackwell on second. A big opportunity for Rogers to get out of the frame unscathed. The 2-2 home. Dawson washes it in the turf. And the count moves full. Good at-bat here from Emily Dawson, trying to keep the frame alive for North Greenville. Payoff pitch home from Rogers. Downstairs, ball 4. A walk for Emily Dawson loads the bases for Lexi Metcalf. As Green advances to second, Blackwell to third. Good at bat from Dawson. Like Rogers was in control for a while there, and then Dawson sees a couple pitches downstairs and takes her base. So Dawson on first, Green on second, Blackwell on third, with Lexi Metcalf standing in with 2 away. First pitch home from Rogers. It's on the inner part of the plate for a call and strike, and the count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, bases loaded. Big opportunity for North Greenville here in the top of the first as this pitch lined to second, and the freshman Addie Saunders makes the play for out number 3. Despite the bases loaded with 2 down, Sierra Rogers gets the Eagles out of it. A strikeout in the frame for Rogers, and the Eagle offense comes to play on the other side. No runs on 2 hits for North Greenville as we head to the bottom of the first here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back on the Eagle Sports Network, Carson-Newman coming to the plate here in the bottom half of the first. A big, call it a stop there for Sierra Rogers, holding the Trailblazers scoreless in the top half of the first, despite North Greenville having the bases loaded and 2 down. Sienna Cameron leads things off for Carson-Newman against Carly Green. Talked about the Eagles' success against Green in 2023's matchup as Cameron squares the bunt on the first pitch, pulls back, the pitch is outside for ball 1. Nice jersey matchup we've got today. Carson-Newman in the orange pinstripe uniforms, orange tops, orange pants, in North Greenville with the all-black look. Black tops with the white NG on the front as the 1-0 pitch is downstairs. And the count is 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. So the Eagles lead off Sienna Cameron. Talked a lot about, with head coach Michael Graves, about her impact in a return as she squares the bunt and takes downstairs again. Ball 3. Quickly up 3 balls and no strikes in the count as the Eagles look to work a leadoff base runner. Cameron through 11 games, hitting .474, one of the top hitters in the Eagle order. Looking to work her way aboard here in a 3-0 count. 3-0 pitch home is on the outside corner. Take all the way for Cameron, and it's 3-1. It'll be Cameron, Dye, and Bailey due up for Carson-Newman, 1, 2, and 3. That's 3-1 pitch to Cameron. She squares the bunt, pokes it foul, and the count moves 3-2. Talked about North Greenville's offense and the power it provides, one of the top units in the Conference Carolinas, but pitching, on the other hand, is a little bit different. North Greenville is firmly in the middle of the league in ERA with 5.43 team ERA, but has dealt the 3rd most free passes in the league. The 3-2 is popped high in the sky left side, giving it a look. It is a third baseman Day, but she watches it sky foul. Metcalf's at first for the Trailblazers. Price at second. Blackwell at short. Days at the hot corner at third. Dawson's in right. Harton in center, and Lieb, the flex, is in left. The next 3-2 to Cameron. She slaps it foul left side. Good battle from Sienna Cameron as the count remains 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases empty, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Eagles look to do something they haven't really done recently and get on the board first. The next payoff to Cameron is up and in, ball 4. Eagles get some speed on the base paths with Sienna Cameron reaching. Good at bat there for Cameron as she's aboard first with nobody out for Hayden Dye. Dye, the senior to Knoxville. Again, 11 starts for her. She has started all games at either short or second. Today she moves over to third, hitting .387 on the year. As she stands in with a runner on first and nobody out. Green spins and fires. Dye lays down a bunt back to Green. Green tosses to the covering second baseman, but it gets away. Cameron around second, heads to third on the error, and Cameron moves all the way to third. Hayden Dye reaches first. It's a throwing error on Carly Green, the covering second baseman Price, as it squeaks out of her glove, and Carson-Newman with runners at the corners, nobody out for Macaulay Bailey. An ideal outcome on that bunt back to the pitcher. Hayden Dye reaches, moves Cameron to third in the throwing error. Now Bailey with an RBI chance with nobody out. Cameron on third, Dye on first. First pitch home to Bailey is a called strike. And the count 0-1. Eagles have had success when scoring first this season. Not so much when the opponent scores first. Carson-Newman is 3-1 when scoring first in ball games this year. 2-1 when scoring in the first inning. Looking to do so right here with nobody out. Next pitch home is dribbled foul towards the North Greenville dugout. And the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out after Cameron reaches on a walk. And then Hayden Dye on a bunt back to the circle is able to reach on an errant throw from Green. No balls and 2 strikes to Macaulay Bailey here in the bottom half of the first. No score here on the Eagles Sports Network, but an opportunity for Carson-Newman. The 0-2 misses just a hair low, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Santana Anderson's on deck. Brooklyn Lucero in the hole for Carson-Newman here in the home half of the first. As Green toes the slab, fires home the 1-2. Bailey takes. Low ball 2. Good eye from Macaulay Bailey as the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talking to head coach Michael Graves before these 2 matchups with North Greenville, he said he'd really like his team to see more pitches. A lot of short counts against Lander, especially there in that second game in Greenwood. And Carson-Newman doing a good job thus far. The 2-2 home to Bailey is skied high towards the left side. Metcalf underneath of it, and she makes the play in foul ground for out number 1. Bailey pops out foul side to first base. And the runners stay put at first and third. Big first out for Carly Green. No advancement on the shallow pop out off the bat of Bailey. And now Santana Anderson stands in with 1 down. First pitch home to Anderson. Off-speed pitch. Gets away. Cameron's racing home. No throw to the plate. Cameron dives in safely, and it's 1-0. Carson-Newman. A pass ball in between the legs of Stone behind the dish, and the speedy Cameron with a great jump gets home, and Carson-Newman takes an early advantage. A ball and no strikes to Santana Anderson. She stands back in from the right side. Big cut and a miss as the count evens at 1-1. Big for Carson-Newman to get on the board first. Didn't do it at all during the 3-game losing stretch. It's broken that streak today with 1 run already here in the bottom of the first. Against the Trailblazers. Next pitch home is upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Limestone transfer, Santana Anderson. She looks to improve on what's been a solid start for her in her first year here in Mossy Creek, hitting .379 through 11 games. Had a 3-home run weekend in Johnson City as a 2-1 is lifted to left, but tailing foul. Count moves 2-2 on Anderson. She's a little bit ahead of it on that pitch out of the hand of Green. Green steps back on the rubber. Looks home, fires home to Anderson. Down low. Good block by Stone to hold Dye at second. The count moves 3 balls and a strike on Santana Anderson. Second base covered by Hayden Dye. She reached on a throwing error, moved over to second on the pass ball. In scoring position for Anderson with Carson-Newman leading 1-0. The 3-2 is dribbled left side, scooped up at third, throw across a diamond in time. Dye racing for third. She'll slide in safely as she advances to third base on a ground out off the bat of Santana Anderson. Good play at the hot corner by Day. As it goes 5-3, Dye races to third base. And now Brooklyn Lucero has a chance with 2 away. 1 in the frame for Carson-Newman. No hits to speak of as Cameron reached on a walk. Dye reached on an error. And then Cameron raced home on a pass ball. First pitch is on the inside corner to Lucero. And the count is 0-1. No runs on 2 hits for North Greenville. 1 run on no hits here in the first for Carson-Newman. A couple mistakes from the Trailblazers has been the difference thus far as Lucero dribbles it towards short, throw across to first in time for the third out. But Carson-Newman does get 1. Sienna Cameron scores on a pass ball, and the Eagles lead 1-0 after the first. We'll be back for the top of the second. The North Greenville Trailblazers look for a response on the other side here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back on the Eagles Sports Network, Carson-Newman leads North Greenville after one. It's 1-0 despite Carson-Newman not recording a hit. Did manufacture a run. Hayden Dye playing a little small ball. Not usually the case for her, but she does lay down a bunt, gets to first on a throwing error that advanced Sienna Cameron to third. And then a pass ball scores the game's opening run to make it 1-0. Ari Day stands in to lead off the top half of the second for North Greenville. As Rogers deals the first pitch home. It's a called strike and the count 0-1. Again, Carson-Newman looking to push its winning streak over North Greenville to double digits. Has a chance to do so today. 9 straight for the Eagles. And with 2 today, could push that winning streak to 11. 0-1 the count to Ari Day as Rogers spins and deals. It's popped up foul. And the count is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Ari Day. Rogers already with a punch out in the first. Looking for another one. Right here. The 0-2 is fouled back again as Day stays alive. And the count remains 0-2. The next 0-2 home from Rogers is fouled back again. And a good battle from Day in the box, fighting off 2-0 in 2 pitches. As the count remains 0-2. The next 0-2 home from Rogers. Fouled back again. Day staying alive in the count. As you'll see another pitch out of the hand of Rogers. Coming in the frame, 22 pitches for Sierra Rogers there in the first. And ended it on a line out to Addie Saunders at second. The next 0-2 is upstairs and outside, and the count moves the ball in 2 strikes. The 1-2 home from Rogers, swing and a miss on the off-speed, strike 3. Table dropped out of that pitch from Sierra Rogers as she gets her second punch out, and there's 1 down. Base is empty for North Greenville here on the top of the second. Carson-Newman leads 1-0. 2 infield singles for North Greenville in the first. It's the only hits to speak of so far in this one. As Rogers deals the first pitch home to Ansley Fowler, and it's outside for a ball. So Fowler, Price, and Blackwell, the next 3 for North Greenville. 8, 9, and 1. Price on deck, Blackwell in the hole. Has a 1-0 pitch home from Rogers, downstairs and outside. Ball 2. As I mentioned, Carson-Newman has had a large amount of success this year through the first 11 games when scoring first. Make it the 5th game. Carson-Newman has cracked the run column first, 3-1 on the season. Looking to move that record to 4-1 after striking first here in the first game against North Greenville. The next pitch is low. And the count quickly, 3 balls and no strikes. A hitter's count for Ansley Fowler. Righty Rogers looks home, fires a 3-0. It's low ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Ansley Fowler, the second free pass of the day for Rogers. And it puts the tying run aboard for North Greenville. Nine-hole hitting Sidney Price stands in from the right side with 1 away, runner on first, and Fowler after the 1-out walk. As Rogers peeks at her wrist, toes the slab, and fires home the first pitch to Price. She squares the bunt, lays one down the third baseline. Dia scoops, throws to first. It's offline to the covering Saunders, and it'll put Price aboard first. An error for Hayden Dye makes it first and second with 1 down. Tough play for Dye, charging in. The throw was a bit too high to Saunders covering at first. As Emily Blackwell, who led the game off with a single, stands back in for the second time. First and second with 1 away as Rogers deals the first pitch home to Blackwell. It's lone outside for ball 1. So Fowler moves to second on the throwing error by Hayden Dye. Would have done so anyway, as the intention of that bunt was to move Fowler to second. As Price stands aboard first with 1 down. A ball and no strikes to the lefty Blackwell. As Rogers twirls and fires, this one dribbled towards short, gets off the chest of Martin, and it gets through. Stopping at third is Fowler. Nice backup by Saunders at second, but it loads the bases with 1 down. Back-to-back frames where North Greenville has had the bases loaded. It'll be ruled a hit. Another infield single for Emily Blackwell. 2 hits now in the day. As Price moves to second, Fowler moves to third. The tying run stands on third with Ansley Fowler right there as Allie Harton stands in for the second time. Nice play on the first bunt from Harton. Rogers charged in to make the play as she takes inside for ball 1. Ball and no strikes, 1 away. A jam here for Sierra Rogers. Second frame out of 2 that North Greenville has loaded the bases. Did so with 2 outs in the top of the first. Now an extra out to work with here in the second. The 1-0 pitch home. Harton skies it high over the press box, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away with Blackwell at first, Price at second, Fowler on third. After the infield single off the bat of Emily Blackwell, her average continues to improve. Hit .568 coming in this one, and with 2 singles today, that's certainly gone up as the 1-1 is slapped through the right side. A base hit. Scoring easily is Fowler from third. Price rounds third, heads home. The throw is cut off, and North Greenville leads 2-1 on a 2 RBI single off the bat of Allie Harton. Fowler and Price score on North Greenville's third hit of the afternoon. And just like that, the Trailblazers have taken the lead. 2-1 here in the top of the second, and it brings Carly Green back in for the second time. She accounted for 1 of 2 North Greenville first inning hits and steps up with another opportunity. Runners on the corners and 1 away. First pitch home from Rogers downstairs. Good job by Bailey to keep it in front as the count moves a ball and no strikes. So 2-1 here in the second. Carson-Newman scored first on a pass ball as Bailey's going to trot out to chat with Sierra Rogers. So it was the Eagles on the board first, and North Greenville has struck already with 2 here in the top half of the second. Big opportunity for Carson-Newman. The Southeast region already has had a couple of opportunities against quality opponents. The Eagles through 4 games against teams above 500, an 0-4 record. Looking to change that today, but certainly a quality opposition in this North Greenville team. A hungry team trying to break that 9-game losing streak to the Eagles. As the visit concludes with Rogers, Bailey heads back behind the dish. A ball and no strikes to Carly Green with runners on the corners and 1 down. Rogers peeks at her wrist, gets the signal, toes the slab, ready to fire home the 1-0. Pitch home. Green skies it high in the infield. It's Martin taking a couple steps back, and she'll make the play for the second out. A big out number 2, a ball that stays in the infield. That holds a runner at third base as Blackwell stays put.
The catcher, number 3, Maddie Stone.
As Maddie Stone will stand in with 2 away. Rogers looking to limit the damage to 2 and get the Eagle offense back to the plate, trailing by just 1. First pitch home is downstairs for ball 1. Stone 0 for 1 with a strikeout, one of 2 Sierra Rogers punch-outs through an inning and 2/3. And takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Harton on first has a 2 RBI single. Blackwell at third as the 1-0 pitch home is low for ball 2. Stone in the box, Dawson on deck, Metcalf is in the hole for North Greenville here in the top half of the second. Rogers looks over the Eagle dugout, gets a call from Holly Tucker-Vance, ready to deal the 2-0 pitch with 2 away in the top of the second. 2-0 pitch home. Low ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes, a hitter's count for Maddie Stone with 2 down in the frame. Looking through some of the statistics between the 2 teams. Carson-Newman hitting .358 to North Greenville's .366. And that Carson-Newman average was much higher before this 3-game losing streak that the Eagles are trying to correct today. As Rogers deals a 3-0 pitch home. Called strike over the heart of the plate. As Stone squared to bunt, pulled back. And the count is 3-1. Runners at the corners. 2 away for Sierra Rogers and Carson-Newman. Rogers stranded, the bases loaded in the first. Looks to strand runners on the corners here in the second. The 3-1 fouled off as it gets off the body of Stone. And the count moves full. Rogers gets some encouragement from the Carson-Newman infield. Going to hold the deficit at just 1 after 2 runs here in the top of the second. 2 runs on 4 hits. All 4 hits in the ballgame have gone to North Greenville, despite Carson-Newman getting on the board first. Rogers takes her time off the slab, takes a look at her wrist, and ready to deal the payoff. The 3-2 home to Stone. Inside and low, ball 4. That'll load the bases. It's the second time North Greenville has had the bases loaded with 2 away. And it'll give Emily Dawson a chance with 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9, Emily Dawson.
Harton moves to second. Blackwell stays put at third. The bases are loaded for Emily Dawson with 2 away. Dawson walked her first time at the plate. Looks for another productive at-bat with 2 down. Rogers fires the first pitch out. It's on the inner half for a called strike, and the count, no balls and a strike. At 3 o'clock, Carson-Newman baseball looks to keep its undefeated season alive. Playing in-state adversary Lee down in Cleveland. Tune in to Andrew Rogers, who has your call at 3 o'clock. The 0-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch on the inner half for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Bases loaded for North Greenville here in the top of the second. 2-1 your score. As Rogers looks to put an end to the frame. A 0-2 offering from Rogers is looped to shallow center. Cameron charging in and makes the play on the run for out number 3. 2 runs on a pair of hits from North Greenville, but Sierra Rogers strands the bases loaded for the second time in as many innings. One at the bottom of the second, the Eagles look for an answer down 1 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network, Ryan Wilkes taking you through all your coverage here this afternoon. Carson-Newman finds itself behind after 1.5. It's 2-1 after 2 runs in the top of the second for North Greenville. It'll be Mari Robbins to lead things off for Carson-Newman. What a start it's been for Robbins. 3 home runs through 11 games. It's her career best through just 11 games. Her next best was 2 in 2023, but 3 so far here this season. She takes the first pitch downstairs for ball 1. Interesting note about Robbins' 3 home runs. All of them have been solo home runs. Eagles have been really unable to generate base runners ahead of Robbins. As she's up in the count, a ball and no strikes. Next pitch home from Green, an off-speed pitch that catches the top of the zone for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. Robbins in the box, Saunders in her first start is on deck. Abby Martin in the hole for Carson-Newman. As we go 6, 7, and 8 in the Eagle order. Here in the bottom of the second, the 1-1 to Robbins is inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the junior out of Sweetwater, Tennessee. Getting 375. She started 7 games so far this year. The 2-1 is looped foul to the left side. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robbins tallied her 3rd home run in the first game against USC Aiken in Greenwood. It was a big one to tie the game at 3 at the time. Again, Carson-Newman fell to the Pacers 7-5. It was a really competitive ball game. The 2-2 is up and in, ball 3. Eagles looking to get the tying run aboard here in the bottom half of the second. Still looking for their first hit here in the bottom half of the second against one of the top arms for North Greenville, Carly Green. Her 5th start. She deals home to Robbins. It's corkscrewed to the left side and foul. Through 4 starts this year, Green is 2-1, a 4.20 ERA across 31 2/3 innings of work. 2 complete games, 25 strikeouts, and 12 walks. She's got 1 today. As a payoff pitch home to Robbins, fouled back, and the count remains full. Good fight from Mari Robbins in the box. As the count remains 3-2, bases empty, nobody out for the Eagle offense here in the home half of the second. As the right-handed Green gets the call. Fires home the next payoff pitch. It's high, ball 4, and Mari Robbins works the leadoff walk. Really nice at-bat from Robbins. It's the 2nd time in as many innings that Carson-Newman has led off the inning with a walk. As Robbins trots to first, and Addie Saunders, a true freshman in her first start, will step up with a runner on first and nobody out. Saunders has appeared in 7 games for Carson-Newman, mostly as a pinch hitter or pinch runner. As the first pitch home is a called strike. Robbins taking off for second. A throw down, not in time, and Mari Robbins nabs second. A good throw from Stone behind the dish to tag. Looked like just behind Mari Robbins heading for second base, and the tying run is in scoring position for the freshman. The 0-1 is downstairs and outside, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. 1 RBI on the year for Saunders. It was a pinch hit walk-off home run, or not home run, a walk-off single that sent Carson-Newman back to Jefferson City with a win over Lees McRae in run rule fashion. The 1-1 to Saunders is upstairs, ball 2, and the count 2 balls and a strike. Saunders, a freshman out of Radford, gets a start at second base today. That the corresponding move was moving Hayden Dye to third and Macaulay Bailey behind the dish. 2 balls and a strike to count. The pitch home is upstairs. Saunders holds off, and the count is 3-1. Eagles have the tying run in scoring position despite not having a hit. It's been good at-bats and have worked 2 walks and good base running. As Sheena Cameron scored on the pass ball. 3 balls and a strike to Saunders. She takes on the outer black for a called strike, and the count moves full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Robbins on second after the walk and the stolen base. And Saunders finds herself in a 3-2 count with the tying run in scoring position and nobody out. Martin awaits on deck. Brooks in the hole. Here's the payoff to Saunders. She loops it to right, and it's caught in right field by the right fielder. Now Robbins tagging for third. She'll dive in safely. And a productive out off the bat of Addie Saunders as Dawson snags it in right, but Robbins uses her speed to get to third. Now the tying run on third for Abby Martin. As the Eagles look to even things up or take the lead here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch home to Martin downstairs. Good block by Stone behind the dish that holds the speedy Robbins at third. And the count of ball and no strikes. Martin through 11 games, hitting .400. She awaits the 1-0. The pitch home is low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. First and second unoccupied, but third covered by Mari Robbins, who represents the tying run here in a 2-1 ball game in the bottom half of the second. Brooks on deck, and we'll head back to the top for Sienna Cameron. As 2-0 pitch home is high, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Talked about the walks being a factor for North Greenville, third most in the Conference Carolinas through its first 10 games. As the 3 balls and no strikes offering home is a called strike on the inside corner. The count is 3-1. Abby Martin, the junior, has started all of the games this year at either second or short. Was moved over to short early in the year. The 3-1 is dribbled left side through the diving stab of Blackwell, and Robbins scores to make it 2-2. First hit of the day for Carson-Newman. It's a big one off the bat of Abby Martin, an RBI single that brings us even at 2 apiece.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 15.
Good piece of hitting from Martin. Got just enough to sneak it on the diving stab of Emily Blackwell at short. And now the lefty slapper, Trinity Brooks, stands in with the runner on first. The go-ahead run, and 1 down. Green peeks at her wrist, toes the slab, fires home. Brooks squares the bump, pops it left side, but foul. As Day not able to get there. And the count 0-1. Brooks at the plate, then we'll head back to the top for Sienna Cameron, as it looks like the Eagles trying to get Abby Martin in scoring position. Representing the go-ahead run here in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Brooks lays down a beautiful bunt. Day bare hands throw to first is not in time as Metcalf has to come off the bag. Martin races to third, and I believe it will be scored a bunt single for Trinity Brooks. An error on the first baseman that allows Martin to advance to third on Metcalf. As the go-ahead run on third for the Eagles here in the second. Beautiful bump by Trinity Brooks. It was a tough play for Day. Probably would have served her better to hold on to it. As the second hit of the day comes on a bunt single that moves Martin to third on the error. As Sienna Cameron stands in with 1 down. She squares the bunt, pulls back. Brooks races to second, and she's in there with the stolen base. 2 runners in scoring position for Carson-Newman in a 2-2 ball game here in the second. As the left-handed Sienna Cameron looks to come through with 1 away. Pitch home to Cameron. She lays down a bunt right back to Day. The throw to first in time. Racing home is Martin, and the tag's not in time. Abby Martin scores from third on a nice bunt from Sienna Cameron, and the Eagles manufacture another run. It's 3-2. Cameron out at first. 5-3. But an RBI for Sienna Cameron. As Hayden Dye stands in, Trinity Brooks on third with 2 away. 3-2 Carson-Newman makes it 2 runs here in the second, matching North Greenville's total in the top half. First pitch home to Dye. She watches it downstairs for ball 1. So the Eagles tied the game on an Abby Martin RBI single. She scores from third on the Sienna Cameron bunt, and Trinity Brooks moves over to third. 1-0 to Dye. She skies it high behind the dish. Stone with a read on it and foul ground, and she makes a play for out number 3. But the Eagles get 2 on a pair of knocks, manufacture 2 runs across the dish, and the Eagles lead by 1 after 2. Same tally after the first. It's 3-2 Carson-Newman. We head to the top half of the third. Eagles lead on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Back here on the Eagles
Lexi
Sports
Metcalf.
Network, Carson-Newman leads after 2. It's 3-2 as the Eagles get 2 back. They're in the bottom half of the second. First pitch home from Rogers is fouled back. Off the bat of Metcalf, and the count 0-1. 2 hits for the Eagles there in the bottom half of the second. First one was an RBI single off the bat of Abby Martin that tied the game. And then a bunt single from Trinity Brooks that moved Abby Martin to third. The 0-1 home is in the turf. The count evens at a ball and a strike. Metcalf, Day, and Fowler due up for North Greenville here in the top half of the third inning. Looking to overcome this one-run deficit after 2. Rogers peeks at her wrist, gets the call from Holly Tucker Vance. Now the 1-1 home. Catches the top, or actually just missed, not by much. But the count moves 2 balls and a strike. Looked good from here, but Metcalf takes upstairs. And the count moves 2-1. 2 runs on 4 hits from North Greenville, doubling up Carson-Newman in the hit category, but hasn't been able to scratch more than 2 across through 2 innings of offensive work. The 2-1 is skied high towards shallow center. Martin on the lip of the outfield makes the grab for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for Sierra Rogers. Talk her line. 2 and a third, 4 hits. 1 of the runs has been earned out of the 2. She's walked 3, struck out 2 through 54 pitches. As Ari Day steps in for the second time, 1 of 2 Sierra Rogers strikeouts so far. As the right-handed Rogers deals the first pitch home. Clips the bottom of the zone for the called strike, and the count 0-1. Fowler's on deck, Price in the hole. Base is empty with 1 away. This right-handed Rogers gets the signal. Deals home the 0-1 pitch. It's upstairs, gets off the glove of Bailey, but no harm, no foul, with nobody aboard. As the count moves a ball and a strike. Some of the other stats through the first handful of games for Carson-Newman North Greenville, the Eagles have 12 more runs with 82. North Greenville, one of the Conference Carolina's top offenses with 70. As Rogers spins and deals the 1-1 home. Slap towards short. Martin scoops. Throw to first is a bit high, but Lucero able to snag him for the second out. 2 up, 2 down for the Eagles here in the top half of the third. As Rogers looks to help the Eagles maintain the advantage here against Ainsley Fowler. Base is empty, nobody out, or 2 away for Fowler. So lefty awaits the first offering from Rogers. Corners playing in with Dye right in front of the third base bag, as is Lucero at first. First pitch home to Fowler. Slap towards second. Saunders off her chest. She stays with it, but not in time to get Fowler. We'll wait on the ruling on that one on a dribbler that got to the chest of Addie Saunders at second. That puts Fowler aboard first with 2 away.
Second baseman number 7, Sydney Price.
Here's Sydney Price, who reached on an error, then came around to score. As a tying run now aboard for North Greenville with 2 down. First pitch home from Rogers to Price is upstairs for ball one. Officially ruled an infield single for Ansley Fowler. It was an awkward chopper off the bat. Saunders charged in, ate her up a little bit, and allowed Fowler to reach. As a count of ball and no strikes on Price. Next pitch home from Rogers is high, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes to the 9-hole hitting Sidney Price with 2 away. The tying run's aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate. As the Eagles look to maintain the lead. 3-2 here in the top half of the third. Eagles looking to break a 3-game skid and get back in the win column. A 2-0 pitch home. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Bailey, but Fowler not able to advance. As the count moves 2-1. A good break for Carson-Newman that didn't allow the tying run to move into scoring position as Bailey lost track of the ball behind the dish. Nonetheless, the runner stays put at first, and the count moves 2 balls and a strike. Rogers toes the slab, fires home the 2-1. Off-speed pitch, dribble towards Martin, gets off her glove on a diving stab. It's a 2-out single for Sidney Price. Back-to-back singles for North Greenville. Puts the tying run in scoring position and runners on first and second with 2 away. Back to the top for Emily Blackwell, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. She's yet to come in to score. Talked about Sierra Rogers' ability to strain the bases loaded in each of the first 2 frames. Dealing with runners on first and second here with 2 away, but a massive RBI threat. And Emily Blackwell at the plate. First pitch home is dribbled back over top of the second base bag. Martin scoops and tags the base herself for out number 3. What a heads-up play for Abby Martin. Going towards her left, had the awareness to tag the second base bag, and that's the 3rd out. A huge play for Martin sends us to the bottom half of the third. The Eagles retaining a 1-run lead here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman Athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Macaulay Bailey leads off the home half of the third for the Eagles as Carson-Newman looks to add to a 1-run advantage. Certainly has momentum after a great play by Abby Martin at short. The awareness to tag second base for the 3rd out of the inning as Bailey takes a called strike and the count 0-1. Macaulay Bailey, the junior out of Cross Plains, Tennessee, preseason second-team All-SAC selection. Hot start to the year. She's cooled off since as a 0-1 pitch is outside. And the count is a ball and a strike. Bailey currently sits 3rd all-time on the Carson-Newman all-time home run list. As the 1-1 is chopped towards 3rd off the glove of the 3rd baseman. It dribbles towards short, but no throw as Macaulay Bailey will reach. A chopper off the glove of Day. We'll wait on the ruling. As it was going to be a tough play for Day regardless. But Bailey is aboard first with nobody out.
Number 11, Santana Anderson.
It's going to be an infield single for Macaulay Bailey, her first hit of the day. And Santana Anderson stands up with nobody out. First pitch home from Green is downstairs for ball 1. So insurance for the Eagles on first base. 3rd hit of the afternoon for Carson-Newman. As Anderson awaits from the right side. Green takes a look at her wrist, fires home the 1-0. Anderson takes high. Ball 2. Anderson in the box, Lucero on deck, Maury Robbins in the hole. As Anderson grounded out to 3rd on her first time at the plate here this afternoon. 3 runs now on 3 hits for Carson-Newman. 2 of them coming in that 2-run second, and 1 from Macaulay Bailey to lead off the third. Anderson chops this one left side and foul. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Anderson, the limestone transfer, has made her presence felt through her first 11 games in the Carson-Newman uniform, as she awaits a 2-1 offering from Green. As I mentioned, 3 home runs in that tournament in Johnson City for Anderson, her first 3 in an Eagle uniform, as she takes a 2-1 outside. And the count moves 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Santana Anderson, with a runner on first and nobody out. As Carly Green toes the slab. The 3-1 home to Anderson, off-speed pitch that catches the top part of the zone for strike 2. Full count to the Eagles' right fielder, Santana Anderson. A big hitter for Carly Green to deal with. Mentioned the last time Green faced this Eagle order, different team for the most part. Allowed 8 runs on 8 hits. A payoff pitch home to Anderson. She swings and misses down low. Strike 3. A good pitch as the bottom drops out of the off-speed offering from Carly Green. And there's one away. First punch out for Green. As Lucero will stand in with 1 down. Bailey remains on first. As Green twirls and offers the first pitch to Lucero. It's a called strike on the inner black, and the count is 0-1. Lucero in her first at-bat threw out to shortstop. She stands in for the second time here in game 1. Hitting .370 through the first 11 games is Brooklyn, as she fouls off the 0-1 pitch, and the count is 0-2. Lucero looking to get back in the hit column. She's over last 7, dating back to the matchup against Barton. And she awaits a 0-2 pitch. It's downstairs. Good block by Stone to hold Bailey at first as the count moves the ball at 2 strikes. Lucero, certainly a talented player, transferred from NC State. Really came on through the middle end of last year, hit .368 in conference play, and led to a second-team preseason All-SAC selection. She awaits a 1-2. It's lined towards third, and it's tailing foul. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to the Eagles' first baseman, with Bailey retreating to first. 1 down in a 3-2 ball game. The Eagles lead North Greenville here in the home half of the third. Eagles took the lead on a pass ball. Sienna Cameron scored in the first, 2 in the second, off an Abby Martin single and a sac bunt to make it 3-2. Lucero grounds this next one left side to Blackwell to second for 1. To first is not in time to get Brooklyn Lucero. So it's a fielder's choice that allows Lucero to reach first. She replaces Bailey, and there's 2 away. Good turn between Blackwell and Price, but not quick enough to get Lucero, who's charging down the first baseline. So the fielder's choice goes 6-4. Bailey out at second. As now Amari Robbins will stand in with 2 down. She takes the first pitch ball inside, and the count of ball and no strikes. Mention we'll be back at the Vic on Friday. It'll be a rare 1-game matchup between Carson-Newman, Davis, and Elkins before the Eagles head on the road Sunday and Monday at Columbus State and Shorter. As the 1-0 to Robbins is low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Mari Robbins, with a runner on first and 2 down. Abby Saunders is on deck. Abby Martin the hole. The Carson-Newman offense. As Green fires him the 2-0, Robbins dribbles it towards short and gets underneath the glove of Blackwell for a 2-out single. Hard hit ball off the bat of Mari Robbins. Her first hit of the afternoon, her second time aboard. And she moves Lucero to second. Insurance in scoring position for Carson-Newman with Lucero on second and Addie Saunders at the plate. Moved a runner to third in her first at-bat. Waits the first offering. First pitch out is on the outside corner for a called strike. Talking to head coach Michael Graves about Addie Saunders, he's really excited about what the freshman can provide this Carson-Newman order, both offensively and defensively. Her first collegiate start here this afternoon against North Greenville. The 0-1 pitch is downstairs, and the count is 1-1. Robbins on first after the 2-out single. Lucero stands on second. Here in a 3-2 ball game in favor of Carson-Newman. The 1-1 home to Saunders. She grounds it up the middle, diving stab by the second baseman Price, and the ball gets away on the toss over to second. Great diving play by Price. Couldn't get it to Blackwell in time. Likely saved a run. If that ball got to the outfield, Lucero likely would have went home. I believe it'll be an infield single for Addie Saunders. As it is, she's aboard first. It loads the bases for Abby Martin. Lucero on third, Robbins on second, Saunders on first. First pitch home to Martin, a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Martin with a chance to give the Eagles a lead, tied the game in the second, making it 2-2 on a single, then came in to score the go-ahead run. So productive start to the day for Abby Martin. The 0-1 is a called strike 2. Quickly down 0-2 is Abby Martin. Big opportunity here for the Eagles to create some breathing room between themselves and the Trailblazers here in the bottom half of the third. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, bases loaded for the Eagles. The 0-2 is downstairs. Good job by Martin to hold up, and good job by Stone behind the dish to keep it in front. As Lucero stays put at third. Saunders on first after the 2-out single. Robbins on second, and Lucero on third. The 1-2 home to Martin. Off-speed pitch, grounded left side and through for a base hit. Lucero scores. Robbins rounds third. She will score as Saunders racing for third base. She'll dive in safely. It's a 2 RBI single for Abby Martin. It's 5-2. Second RBI hit for Martin, and it creates a 3-run advantage for Carson-Newman. She advances to second on the throw back in. As Saunders goes first to third, Lucero and Robbins coming to score. And the Eagles have the first multi-run advantage lead of the day. First pitch home to Brooks, called strike on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Eagles have scored in every inning thus far, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and matching that total here with 2 in the third. A chance for more with Brooks at the plate, runners at second and third. Next pitch is low for ball 1. And the count is a ball and a strike. Eagles now with 5 runs on 6 hits. The offense has come alive through the last 2 innings. First inning, despite opening the scoring, the Eagles didn't have a hit in the first. 2 in the second, now 4 here in the third as Brooks takes a called strike. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 ducks on the pond for Trinity Brooks, who's 1 for 1 with a single. It's a 1-2 home from Green. It is looped in the shallow left. It will drop for another base hit. Saunders scores. Martin rounds third. She will score. Brooks trying for second, and she's in there in time. Another 2 RBI hit for Carson-Newman. I believe it'll be a single and an advancement on the throw back in, and Carson-Newman's lead is 5. It's 7-2. It's a double for Trinity Brooks as she races to second. And she clears the bases. A 2 RBI double for Brooks. Second hit of the day for Trinity. And Carson-Newman has opened it up a little bit. It's 7-2 here in the third. Looks like we'll have a new arm come in for North Greenville. Green's day might be done in a circle. Looks like she's heading the outfield. So she'll probably take over in the outfield for Lieb. As we see the new arm is for North Greenville on the other side. Carson-Newman leads 7-2. With 4 here in the third. Looking for more. Trinity Brooks will be on second with 2 away. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Georgia Lieb enters the circle. The sophomore out of Fountain in South Carolina takes over for Carly Green with 2 down and a runner on second. Trinity Brooks scores the Eagles' 6th and 7th runs of the afternoon. It's 7-2 here in the bottom of the third. Back to the top for Sienna Cameron. Back-to-back 2-out RBI hits to open this one up. First pitch to Cameron is downstairs for ball 1. Lieb, again, the sophomore out of Fountain in South Carolina so far this season, making her 3rd appearance, 5 1/3 innings so far, a .263 ERA. And she ready to deal with a 1-0. Home to Sienna Cameron. The pitch out is outside and low for ball 2. Cameron reached on a walk, then bunted home 1 in her last at-bat. Now up in a 2-0 count against Georgia Lieb with 2 away. Trinity Brooks on second. The 2 RBI double puts her in a scoring position. As a 2-0 pitch home to Cameron, she slaps it to left center and drops for a base hit. Brooks rounds third. She will score. Cameron chugging for second. The throw in not in time. Back-to-back RBI doubles for Carson-Newman, and it's 8-2. Cameron, her first hit of the day, continues to pile it on here in the third. 5 runs for Carson-Newman on 6 hits in the frame. And looking for more with Hayden Dye at the plate and 2 down. Hayden Dye 0 for 2 so far today. She watches the first pitch at the bottom of the zone for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. 0 for 1 is Dye. Her first time at the plate was a sack bunt. She ended up reaching on an error as Cameron stands on second. And Dye waits a 0-1 pitch. The 0-1 offering home is downstairs, and the count is a ball and a strike. 2 out hitting for Carson-Newman. It was an Abby Martin single that scored 2. And Trinity Brooks double that scored 2 more. And Sienna Cameron, the last hit for Carson-Newman, an RBI double to score Brooks. The 1-1 home to Dye is inside for ball 2. 5 runs have come in to score. All 5 runs here in the third have been with 2 outs. As Carson-Newman talked about the success against North Greenville's Carly Green in the last matchup. That continues here today. It's a 2-1 pitch home to Dye. Skies it foul behind home plate, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Speedy Sienna Cameron on second after the 2-out RBI double. With Carson-Newman leading 8-2 in the bottom of the third. The next 2-2 home. Dye skies it high right side, and foul ground is the first baseman Metcalf, but she watches it soar to play. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, stick around about 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. We'll have a game 2 between Carson-Newman and North Greenville. Eagles have what would be a run rule territory run at the plate with Hayden Dye. Sienna Cameron on second. Still just the bottom of the third, so plenty of time before the 5th for North Greenville to reel this thing back in, but a chance for Carson-Newman to put it in run rule territory early. The next pitch home to Dye. Check swing. She went around strike 3. Big punch out for Lieb. That leaves Cameron in scoring position, but Carson-Newman 5 runs on 6 hits in the frame. We're at the top of the 4th. It's 8-2 Carson-Newman here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Allie Harton leads things off for North Greenville here in the top of the fourth, looking for an answer. Carson-Newman with 5 in the third to break this one open as Harton dribbles the first pitch left side to Diet. Third, throw to first, well in time for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Sierra Rogers here in the top of the fourth. Carson-Newman's lead is 8-2 right here on the Eagles Sports Network. Thanks for joining me here this afternoon. As Carson-Newman, after dropping the last 3, has had an emphatic answer here this afternoon. Got in front 1-0, trailed 2-1 early in the second, but has scored the last 7 to make it 8-2. Here's a first pitch to Carly Green. She skies it high right side towards Lucero at first. It's Saunders who comes over from the second base hole to make the play in foul ground for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Sierra Rogers and the Eagle defense in the top half of the fourth.
It's a new game. Keep away from 9.
Rogers ready to steal the first pitch home to Maddie Stone. This one is smoked to left. It's a 2-out base hit. Good drive by Brooks to cut it off and left. That holds Stone to just a single. But a 2-out hit for North Greenville. We'll see if the Trailblazers have any 2-out rally in them. Carson-Newman scored all 5 runs in the third with 2 away.
How's Dad doing?
He's getting around. He's doing a lot better today.
Rogers taking her time outside the circle as we will have a change for North Greenville. It seems it'll be a pinch runner to come in for Stone.
A lot of it's confidence.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
You know, a lot of it's confidence. But
it's McKenna Pry to come in a pinch run.
I think that'll help him too.
With 2 down.
Pry, the runner at first.
So Pry replaces Stone at first after the 2-out single. As it'll be Emily Dawson to stand in with 2 away. Carson-Newman leads 8-2, but a 2-out base runner for North Greenville after the Maddie Stone single that was rocketed off the bat. Really nice job by Brooks to cut it off, prevent it from going to the wall as this next pitch is lined to left but foul, just to the left of the left field line, and it's 0-1. Carson-Newman, after dropping the last 3, has seemingly had an answer today. 8 runs through 3 innings, 7 of them coming in the second and third, 2 in the second, 5 in the third. Holding a 6-run advantage with 2 down the top of the fourth. The 0-1 pitch home from Rogers is downstairs. Bailey blocks it up, throw down to get Pry is offline, and Pry steals second. Nice play by Bailey to block it up, but Pry with a good jump and a nice slide. Throw a little bit offline from Macaulay Bailey. So count moves a ball and a strike on Dawson. So runner in scoring position for North Greenville with 2 down. As Rogers leans and fires. Pitch is looped into right. Anderson towards her right makes the play for out number 3. So despite a 2-out single and getting into scoring position did Pry, Rogers again strands a runner in scoring position. We head to the bottom half of the fourth. Carson-Newman leads 8-2 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network. It's Georgia Lee back in the circle for the Trailblazers. Carson-Newman leads 8-2 heading in the bottom of the fourth here on the Eagle Sports Network. Ryan Wilkes taking through all your coverage here this afternoon as the Eagles have scored the last 7 and looking for more. Here in the home half of the fourth, Macaulay Bailey will stand in against Leap. First pitch home is low for ball 1. The count, a ball and no strikes. Bailey an infield single last time up. She stands in with the bases empty, nobody out. Ball and no strikes to count. The junior slugger to Cross Plains, Tennessee. Next pitch is skied high right side. Metcalf gives it a look, but it's well out of play. And the count is 1-1. Pretty chilly afternoon, about 45 degrees, and a cloud cover over top of the Vic. Slight breeze now moving out to right center. As Bailey awaits the 1-1 from Lee. We will relieve Carly Green. We'll talk about her line in a moment as the 1-1 is downstairs for ball 2. So can officially close the door on Carly Green. She dealt 2 2/3, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks and a strikeout. Faced 18 batters and tossed 74 pitches. As Lieb takes over, the 2-1 home to Bailey, fouled back in the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bases empty for the Carson-Newman offense, who looks for more runs and to potentially move this game into run rule territory. It's 8-2 here in the fourth. As Bailey awaits a 2-2, the pitch from Lieb is fouled off again. Bailey stays alive. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talking with head coach Michael Graves after the Lander and USC Aiken games, he just wanted to see his team work longer counts. And today the Eagles certainly have en route to building this 8-2 lead. The next 2-2 home from Lee. Bailey watches it downstairs. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Macaulay Bailey, who's leading off this bottom half of the fourth. Santana Anderson awaits on deck along with Brooklyn Lucero in the hole. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The payoff offering from Lieb is grounded back towards the circle. She knocks it down. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Nice play by Lieb just to swat that ball down. It was a hard hit off the bat of Bailey, and she does so, makes the throw to first in plenty of time. And there's one away for the North Greenville defense.
Number 11, Santana Anderson.
Anderson stands in for the 3rd time, 0 for 2 with a ground out to 3rd and a strikeout. She awaits the first pitch from Georgia Lee. The offering home, off-speed pitch, corkscrewed left side and foul. As the count is 0-1. And stick around shortly after this ball game if you want to do a little double feature with Carson-Newman baseball at Lee. Feel free to do so. Carson-Newman takes on the Flames at 3 o'clock. Andrew Rogers has your call in Cleveland, Tennessee. So Eagles look to stay perfect. 10-0 is Carson-Newman baseball after a sweep over Emory and Henry this weekend. The 0-1 pitch to Anderson catches the inside part of the plate for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away as Lee looks to keep this game from moving into run rule territory here in the fourth. Good start for her as a 0-2 pitch to Anderson downstairs for ball 1. The count, a ball and 2 strikes. Eagles have held North Greenville scoreless in 3 of the 4 innings so far. Back-to-back goose eggs dealt by Sierra Rogers after North Greenville got 2 in the second. 1-2 home from Anderson, fouled off with a check swing, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. So looking forward for Carson-Newman. We've had a fair amount of cancellations and postponements in the month of February. The last 2 games in Greenwood were canceled against Young Harris and Georgia College, and Monday's doubleheader with Ohio Dominican has been postponed. 1-2 to Anderson. She ropes it into center. Back to the wall. It gets off the base of the wall. Anderson pulls up at first with a deep single as Green, a late jump, couldn't get to it. And Santana Anderson has her first hit of the afternoon.
Number 99, Brooklyn.
Just a frozen rope off the bat of Santana Anderson to dead center field. Caught Green a little bit off guard. It was a late reaction from the center fielder. And Anderson is aboard first with 1 away. Brooklyn Lucero, who represents the run rule run at the dish, with 1 away in the fourth. First pitch home to Lucero is inside and low. for ball one. So out of Carson-Newman's 11 games, the first three were run rule wins. The next game against Lee was a run rule loss. And then 2 wins against Lee's, McCray, and King came in run rule fashion. So 5 wins this season for Carson-Newman have not gone 7 innings as Lucero takes downstairs. And the count 2 balls and no strikes. So the Eagles no strangers to run rule games here this season. Have only had one not go their way. Carson-Newman 5-1 in games decided in less than 7 innings. The 2-0 to Lucero. Clips the inside corner and is a called strike. Certainly a possibility for Carson-Newman here in this one to get to that run rule mark. They need 3 outs in the top half of the 5th. They're able to do so. But still some work to do. As Lucero in a 2-1 count awaits the pitch. It's inside, ball 3. Anderson on first after the 1-out single. Lucero up in the count 3-1 with Mari Robbins on deck and Saunders in the hole. The right-handed Lieb looks home, gets the call, fires home the 3-1 pitch to Lucero. She watches it downstairs. Ball 4. Anderson moves to second. Lucero aboard at first with 1 away. Here's Mari Robbins with 1 down.
Number 20, Mari Robbins.
As Anderson stands on second, she's single with 1 away. Lucero works a walk to make it first and second with 1 down. First pitch to Robbins is skied high right side. Metcalf gives it a look, but it's well out of play. Mentioned Mari Robbins, through just 11 games this season, has exceeded a career high in home runs. She has 3 so far this year. That eclipses her 2 home runs in 2023. She's been excellent this year. It's a 0-1 pitch is low and in, and the count is 1-1. Rare situation for Robbins here. As I mentioned, the 3 home runs. There are her only 3 RBIs, so all 3 home runs have been solo shots. But here with 2 runners aboard, has an RBI opportunity with 1 down in the 4th. A 1-1. Robbins smokes it deep to left, going back the track, the wall, and it's gone. Mari Robbins' 4th home run of the year, right on cue. It's 11-2 Carson-Newman here in the bottom half of the 4th. She's been one of Carson-Newman's most dangerous home run hitters this year, and she leaves the yard for the 4th time. Just talked about the 3 home runs prior to that one. Off the bat, Robbins had come with the bases empty that time. She scores 3, including herself, to make it 11-2. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. We have a new arm for North Greenville. We'll let her get warmed up, and we'll talk about it on the other side here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back on the Eagle Sports Network, it's Owen Lyle to take over for North Greenville with the bases empty and 1 away. She deals the first pitch upstairs to Addie Saunders, and the count, a ball and no strikes. Carson-Newman now in run rule territory for the 6th time this season. 5-1 in games decided in less than 7 innings as a 1-0 to Saunders is a called strike, and the count is 1-1. Mari Robbins leaves the yard to move Carson-Newman into that said territory. It's 11-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Fourth homer of the season for Robbins, her first with runners aboard. It's a 3-run blast, makes it 11-2. The 1-1 to Saunders. She slaps it foul to left side. The count is 1-2. What an answer from this Carson-Newman offense. It was silenced in that second game in Greenwood. A shutout against Lander, despite bringing the tying run to the plate in the 7th, as Michael Graves is going to have a discussion at home plate. As Saunders steps out, but Carson-Newman low to the bases. Nobody out against Lander, but couldn't bring anybody across. A double play gave the Bearcats 2 outs in the frame and then a pop out to second. End of that ball game. The offense just couldn't get it going all day long, but that's certainly not been the case today. Carson-Newman has scored the last 10 after trailing 2-1 in the second. Saunders will stand back in. The count is a ball and 2 strikes with the bases empty and 1 down. North Greenville will need at least 2 in the top half of the 5th to keep the game alive. As a 1-2 to Saunders. Misses low and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away for the Carson-Newman offense. And Addie Saunders back to the plate for her 3rd time. She singled, came in to score. She flew out to the right. Her first time at the plate. So 1 for 2 for the freshman and her first collegiate start. The 2-2 home. Saunders swings and misses. Actually fouled it off. Got off the glove of Stone. And now they're going to say catcher's interference. It's the 2nd time Addie Saunders has drawn a catcher's interference this year, as she reaches with 1 down.
Number 14, Abby Martin.
So Saunders on first. Abby Martin stands in. What a day it's been for Abby. At 3 RBIs on 2 base hits. She stands in for the 3rd time. First pitch home to Martin. She squares to bunt. Didn't pull back in time, and the count is 0-1. Eagles looking to make it a more comfortable top of the 5th for likely Sierra Rogers, who would come out for the 5th to try and close the door on this one. It's 11-2 Carson-Newman in the bottom half of the 4th. As Lyle delivers home, Martin slaps it foul to the right side. The count 0-2. So 2 more home games, or 1 more home game this week for Carson-Newman. It'll be Davis and Elkins at 1 o'clock on a Friday before a Sunday and Monday trip to Georgia at Columbus State, and that's shorter for Carson-Newman to round out the month of February. As the 0-2 pitch to Martin, she slaps it up the middle, diving stab by Price. She flips it to second in time for the 2nd out. 2nd time Price has tried to do that, the backhanded flip. She gets it to Blackwell that time at 2nd, and it's 2 away. Robbed Abby Martin with her 3rd hit of the day. As Martin reaches on a fielder's choice, goes 6-4 to get Saunders going to 2nd. Here's Trinity Brooks, also 2 for 2. The single and a double, 2 RBIs on the day. She squares bunt, pulls back, called strike, and the count is 0-1. Bottom of the order has been productive for Carson-Newman between Abby Martin, Trinity Brooks, and Addie Saunders. 2 are 4 of 6 here this afternoon. As Martin stands on first, Valetti slapping, Brooks stands back in. A 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Martin takes off for 2nd, throw down, on line and in time. Martin thought she avoided the tag, looked from this angle like she might have, but Stone with a rope to 2nd gets Martin trying to nab 2nd base. That'll end the bottom of the 4th, but Carson-Newman needs 3 outs to end it. Top of the 5th on the way as the Eagles move the game into run rule territory off of Mari Robbins' 3-run home run at the top of the 5th. 11-2 Eagles here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back on the Eagle Sports Network, it will be Lexi Lacey to try and close things out for Carson-Newman. Here on the Eagle Sports Network, 11-2 Eagles after 4. Carson-Newman has scored the last 10 to move this ball game into run rule territory. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagle Sports Network as the Eagles have exploded offensively here in this ball game. Lexi Lacey takes over. She needs 3 outs before the North Greenville offense can scratch 2 across. As Lexi Metcalf will lead things off. Base is empty and nobody out. Eagles looking for a quick first game. First pitch was at 1 o'clock. It's been about an hour and 28 minutes since we started this one. First pitch from Lacey is roped to right. Anderson giving chase, but it'll go foul. Off the bat of Metcalf, and the count is 0-1. North Greenville needs at least 2 to keep this ball game alive. Carson-Newman has been no stranger to run rule victories. 5-1 in run rule games this year. The only loss came to Lee in the first of 2. It's a 0-1 from Lacey. Triples home in the turf, and the count is a ball and a strike. Talk Sierra Rogers here in a moment as Lexi Lacey, who's dealt 2 1/3 innings this year, back out for the 3rd time in her 2025 season. Lefty from Anaheim Hills, California, takes a peek at her wrist and fires home the 1-1. This one dribbled towards short. Martin charging in, scoops throw across the diamond in time for out number 1. Abby Martin with a nice play, charging in on the infield. Gets Metcalf at first, and the Eagles are 2 outs away. So Lacey enters for Sierra Rogers, who dealt the first 4 innings. Held North Greenville scoreless in 3 of the 4, gave up 2. Actually, only 1 earned run. Only one of those runs in the second was earned. 7 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, faced 23 batters and threw 69 pitches as the first pitch home to Ari Day is upstairs for ball 1. 11-2 Carson-Newman. The Eagles looking to break a 3-game skid and get their 7th win of the 2025 season. As the left-handed Lacey looks home. Leans and fires a 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Off-speed pitch from Lacey gets Day ahead of it. And the count is a ball and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Carson-Newman 11 runs on 10 hits. North Greenville with 2 runs on 7 hits. As the 1-1 home from Lacey today. Slap back towards the circle. Gets off the glove of Lacey. Saunders charges in. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. The stick-to-itiveness from Saunders to see that ball off the glove of Lacey and make the play for the second out. Ansley Fowler looks to keep it alive for North Greenville with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Bases are empty as it's been 2 up, 2 down for Lexi Lacey here in the 5th. Fowler slaps it foul, and the count is 0-1. One big part of the line score for North Greenville, 9 runners stranded aboard. It's part of the reason for the disparity in the run and hit column. 2 runs on 7 hits, 9 left stranded, including 2 situations where the base is loaded, and North Greenville left them stranded. 0-1 the count. Lacey to Fowler with 2 down the 5th. The 0-1, Fowler watches it, missed just low, and the count is a ball and a strike. Just missed it, Lexi Lacey. As she readies to deal the 1-1 home. The 1-1 offering from Lexi Lacey. Fowler watches it downstairs, and the count moves 2 balls and a strike. The Eagles looking to close it out and get ready for game 2. Again, another one coming up about 30 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Eagles looking for it to go no further than the 5th. The 2-1 home from Lexi Lacey to Fowler. Slap back towards the circle. Lacey gloves it, throw to first in time for out number 3. The Eagles break a 3-game skid here at home in game 1. It's 11-2 win for Carson-Newman, the 6th run rule victory for Carson-Newman out of 7 wins. And the Eagles will get ready for game 2 and look for the double-header sweep. As Carson-Newman wins game 1 11-2, powered by 10 unanswered runs. And the Eagles move to 7-5 on the young season. North Greenville falls to 6-5. We'll be back for game 2 here in just a little while here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shop cneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop cneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop cneagles.com.